effort to get free of restraint or resist attack. Which brings me to my title, The Struggle is Real.
Good.
We get so confused and irritated and annoyed because we're trying to get free from things that we let control us and attack us. We are fighting things seen and unseen, and we cannot win this fight by ourselves. God told us in 2 Chronicles 20:17, "But you will not even need to fight. Take your positions and stand still and watch the Lord's victory. He is with you, O people of Judah and Jerusalem. Do not be afraid or discouraged. Go out against them tomorrow, for the Lord is with you." We do not have to fight nor be afraid. We do not have to be discouraged, for God himself is with us, fighting our battles. God sees what we cannot. There are so many things that stress can harm us. They cause headaches, irritability, depression, hair loss, asthma or shortness of breath, pains in chest, stomach, shoulders, neck, and lower back, ulcers, heart disease, high blood pressure, muscle spasms or nervous tics, unexplained rashes or skin irritations, sweaty palms, unable to sleep or excessive sleep, and ultimately death. So why is all of this important? Why should you care? I'm glad you asked. 1, you're stressing about a problem that God has already solved or is going to solve for you.
Amen.
He just wants to see how loyal, trusting, and loving you are to him. 2, half the time you can't fix what you're going through. So why are you stressing? James 1:6 says, "But when you ask God, you must believe. Do not doubt God. Anyone who doubts is like a wave in the sea. The wind blows the wave up and down." And 3, when you're stressed, you're really saying you don't believe God can handle the situation that you're in. You are lacking in faith. You feel as though God needs your help to make some things happen.
Wow.
Trust me when I tell you, he does not need your help. I worry about things, I stress about life, but I have come to realize that God is a God that can handle everything, big or small. This does not come easy to me, but as my mother always says, you first preach to yourself, then to others. So this word is really for me. I'm just letting you in on my talk with God. Because the struggle is real, and we are going to get through this together. So many people are only out to help themselves. How many true friends do we really have? How many of our family members are really there for you? This is not how God would have us to be. We are to be there for each other, holding each other up and encouraging each other, not discouraging each other. Our help comes from the Lord. We need to call on him.
That's right.
But if you ask the Lord to help you, you can't keep worrying about it over and over and over. Lord, how am I going to get through this? All right, Lord, I'm going to let you have this. Lord, how are you going to fix this? All right, Lord, I'm going to let you do this. He told us in Philippians 4:6-7, do not be anxious about anything.
That's right.
But in everything, by prayer and supplication, thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. So we know that the struggle is so real.
Yes.
But how in the world do we get through the struggle without losing our minds? Number 1, look to the hills where your help comes from.
That's right.
Psalms 121:1-8 says, I look up to the hills, but where will my help really come from? My help will come from the Lord, the creator of heaven and earth. He will not let you fall. Your protector will not fall asleep. Israel's protector does not get tired. He never sleeps. The Lord is your protector. The Lord stands by your side, shading and protecting you. The sun cannot harm you during the day, and the moon cannot harm you at night. The Lord will protect you from every danger. He will protect your soul. The Lord will protect you as you come and go both now and forever. If we keep our eyes, our minds, and our hearts stayed on him and not on the things that are happening around us, we will not feel the impact of stress that we are now feeling. We mess up when we take our eyes off him and place them on distractions.
Wow.
The struggle is real.
Yes,
The struggle of giving it all to him. But to be victorious over our stressor, we have to let him have it all. The word tells us that the Lord will protect us. That means that he will keep us safe from all hurt, harm, or danger. 2, look to the people who are sincerely there for you. 1 Peter 3:8-12 says, finally, all of you should be of one mind, sympathize with each other, love each other as brothers and sisters, be tenderhearted, and keep a humble attitude. Do not repay evil for evil. Don't retaliate with insults when people insult you.
Amen.
Instead, pay them back with a blessing. This is what God has called you to do. He will grant you his blessing. For the scriptures say, if you want to enjoy life and see many happy days, keep your tongue from speaking evil and your lips from telling lies. Turn away from evil and do good. Search for peace and work to maintain it. The eyes of the Lord watch over who do right, and his ears are open to their prayers. But the Lord turns his face against those who do evil. It is so important for you to go to those who sincerely care for you, because you want someone who is going to pray for you and with you. You want someone who genuinely cares about what happens to you and not just feed you a bunch of lies. Talking behind your back while smiling in your face. You want someone who is going to pick you up when you're feeling bad. You don't want those so-called friends and sometimes family members who see that you have a wound and want to put salt in it. You want someone who is going to get closer and closer to God in heaven and not closer and closer to the devil in hell. You don't want someone who is going to lead you down the wrong path. I want someone who can hear the words of the Lord from Acts 9:11, go over to Straight Street, to the house of me. She is praying to me right now. I want you all to understand, just because we are young does not mean we don't have stress. We are under a lot of pressure in this day and age, and it's really not right for some of those who are of a more mature age to say you're too young to stress. We have school, some of us have jobs, we even have to pay a bill or 2 or 5. Some have college, some trying to get a license, and it is not fun. Expecting to survive in this world on our own, and so much more. Kids are more vocal in what they think and don't care if it hurts anyone's feelings. And the more they bully you, the more stressful life becomes. Because at some point you start to think, is it true? And then some become depressed, and depression can lead to suicide. The struggle is very real. I read in January of this year in U.S. News and World Report that there were 33 suicides among children 5 through 9 in the U.S. between 1999 and 2006, according to the data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control. The struggle is real for us young people as well as you adults, but God is still in control. No matter how dark the situation is, we just have to stay prayed up. We have to give our kids the firm foundation that is much needed. We have to know when to let go and let God. Yes, the struggle is real, but so is our God.
Amen.
Amen.